going on, everybody? Welcome to Sports Brooks. My name's Adam.
My name's Zach.
I'm Steven.
I'm Brody.
That's Bertie. That's Bertie Farkas. He plays D3 basketball at Anna Marie College. He's an animal, I think. I don't know. So we're here to talk about three things. Hit him up with number one. What do you got?
All right, we got the draft. Obviously, we didn't touch on it last time. We've got some sleepers. We got best prospects for like the top 5 teams or whatever. However long it takes us, we'll see.
NBA Finals coming up. Raptors got the win over the Bucks. Sorry, man. Kawhi Leonard's
Oh
playing
crap!
great.
You get to punch me in the face.
Wait, what? I do?
Yeah, the Raptors beat the Bucks. You get to punch
Alright,
me.
guys, this episode, Adam's going to be knocked out.
Woo! And we're going to give a 5-minute special on Brody and do the college day in the life of a college basketball player. So, let's start off with that. I want you to go day through day. Like, say, you wake up Monday morning. How does that work as a college basketball player?
All right, so
In the season.
Mondays and Wednesdays we would go to our classes throughout the day early, and then we would practice like 3 o'clock, 4-ish for like an hour and a half. Our coach didn't really like stress long practices, just like short, good ones.
Okay.
And then there would be like some late classes. You know, we'd go to our lunches and dinners and stuff. But then Tuesdays and Thursdays we would do 6 a.m. practices.
Okay.
And then after that we all go to breakfast as a team, and then we just start our day from there.
So it's never like, do you guys have like, in the off season, is it like lifting crazily or is it? Yeah.
So before the season, it's kind of like team stuff. We're getting ready for the season, so that's the fall, and then this past spring, it's like more focused on individual.
Okay, I got you. And where do you see yourself 2 years from now? Or do you see yourself still at Anna Marie, or do you see yourself going somewhere else and working?
No, I don't see myself leaving.
You want to stay at Anna
But
Marie?
it's gonna suck being so far.
Yeah. That if you knew, we live in Ohio, and Anna Marie College is in close to Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So it's like a whiles away.
How do you see yourself on the team in 2 years as a junior?
A bucket, bro. No.
I mean, from what I've talked to my coach and stuff, I could 100% see myself as a starter junior year. But then if I work hard,
PG, baby.
I could start this year if
Yeah.
I'm given the opportunity to.
Yeah, I got you. And what's your goal? I know the goal was like to go to the NBA, but like, do you set aside like maybe I could go to Europe, maybe I could play in Australia?
That is my goal, to play overseas, but
Just to
like
get paid to play basketball.
go like small steps at a time just to win our conference.
Yeah, I got you.
In the 4 years. So.
The more confidence you get, the better you feel.
And then we make it to the Division III NCAA tournament, which I think in like the 1960s we made it to the NCAA Final Four or something. But that's about the best our school's ever done in basketball. So.
Awesome. That's Brody. He's an animal, and he's going to be in a lot more episodes.
Before we move on here, I would like to ask a pretty question.
Yeah.
This topic is really interesting me. I just want to see what your point of view on it is. Where do you stand on, what do you think about college athletes getting compensation for playing, getting paid?
I think it should just be mainly for Division I players.
Division I?
But I think they should, because Division I players have so much on their plate, because
For sure.
they're
Nationally
like
televised.
all the money they're getting from the television games, and then, you know, if they're really good, they're going on to the NBA, and they also have to mix that with schoolwork.
Yeah.
And to do all
That
that
right
with
there
the
is-
traveling, like in Division I, they're traveling across the country for games.
It would also make it more interesting because players would want to stay longer instead of
sure.
just wanting
Exactly.
to.
Yeah.
But also, like,
Yeah,
I don't
because
feel-
I feel like people leave as freshmen a lot because they're talented, but also you get the money.
I
You get
think
the
the
bag.
most that a Division I player should be paid though is the minimum in the NBA. Like,
Oh yeah,
I would say
What's
the
the
minimum in the minimum in the NBA right now is 1.2 million.
yeah.
That
is
is.
it above $1 million? I thought it was less
I'd
than
go a
$1 million.
little less than
I
that.
know.
G
The
League-
G
I
League
think-
is 500K.
Yeah, I was about to say
That's the
500.
minimum.
Okay, I would say
No,
the
that's
max.
the max on G League.
Yeah,
You're
I would
so
say
like-
the
so
It'd
max.
have to be lower than
I would give them like
250.
200K for a season. That's what I would give the max.
200,
to.
250.
Yeah, and that'd still be.
That's a lot of money.
That would
Yeah,
still-
I would never make
Especially
that.
for being a college athlete.
Yeah.
and they get more of the college life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a tough topic because like it's the same thing.
There's a lot of loopholes.
And
Yeah.
it depends on the kind of person. Like, it
Stuff,
depends
yeah.
on. Yeah.
It depends on how big they are to the team. I feel like you should run a season.
I mean,
I feel like- I
if
feel like
you're
rookie
a
se-
Zion, you
Yeah.
should be getting paid.
Yeah,
But
Yes.
but if you're like Tyler Harrow, he would not get paid as much
And
as
I feel like
Zion
one of
would.
the most controversial topics for the NCAA is like if they were to have a video game.
Yeah.
And that they
yeah.
stopped doing it because they can't put players' names. But if they were and they put players' names in it, they could get a little like they would.
Yeah,
obviously
there's
benefit
so
off
much
that.
more
Yeah,
compensation.
everybody would like to.
Dude, okay,
Like, they
honestly,
would just be.
I mean,
you would make over $50 million off that game alone, and it would only take $100 million plus to work off the
And then you
EA
could like
server.
divvy that up to the players because obviously their names are
They're
in, like,
in
they
the
have to get
compensation.
something. They have
But, like they could give them like $5,000 a player, and they'd be
Exactly.
cool with it.
Exactly.
Well,
Honestly.
the NCAA is what, $1 million business?
Oh,
Where's
all-
multi-billion
where's
dollar
all this
business.
money going?
exactly.
Into the schools, each level school. That's why they
I
got.
mean,
think
it's a
it's
whole
efficient.
organization. It's so it's not.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
schools are making their own money.
So the
They make
NCAA
their money
alone
off
is
of
for like
arena sales,
is for
ticket
like
sales.
buildings. We're not gonna bore you with all the dumb stuff. All right, moving
All right,
on.
draft.
Draft. Number 1 overall pick. Pelicans. They are going to take. They're going to take Zion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna take Zion.
They
That's
put,
the
take
easiest
Zion,
pick.
put him at 3.
Bust or not, that's the
That,
greatest pick.
yeah, literally. That's like
Even if he
he's
is a
getting
bust,
LeBron
that's
hype
the
in
pick.
2003. Like that's how it is.
They're not going to put him at the 3 though because of the way that the game is changing. They'll keep him
Yeah.
at the 4, and they actually might either play Julius Randle at the small ball 5 or maybe even Zion at small ball 5.
Yeah.
You've seen what Draymond can do. Zion is.
So do you think it's a foregone conclusion they're trading Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think he's gone. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah,
But
that's
if
just
they
right.
keep
Toxic.
Drew, if Zion pans out, and if Julius
That's
Randle
a defensive.
And they're
lineup,
gonna
though.
trade Anthony Davis for another star player
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
or a high
Oh,
pick.
or
Yeah.
young players,
Then they could get
RJ.
RJ Barrett too.
Yeah.
and that'd be crazy.
They could get him.
Like that could be a good team for
That
the
would
future
be
because
good.
Randall's still young and he's still good. He's
Mhm.
explosive.
He's
He's a lot
24
like
years
Zion.
old.
he really is.
He's a lot like Zion.
Like, whenever Zion came to the league, I said this in the podcast. I said if there's one player to compare him to, it's Julius Randle.
Right.
Because like he's just so explosive at the 4.
But he's his own player. Like that's
Oh
the
yeah,
closest.
but like okay,
Yes.
we're as people who make videos about sports, we're always gonna try to compare things. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter the situation. We're gonna end up comparing. We're gonna after this shoot, we're gonna be like, yeah, that put like a new player on Instagram on Ball is Life. We're gonna be that guy plays a lot like blah blah blah. That's just how people react to things.
All right.
There's always nothing new.
Number 2 pick, Grizzlies. John Morant.
John Morant. They already said they're gonna.
It's
It's taken. They're saying.
I
And
think
it-
it's the same way with Sacramento last year. They said we're 100% taking Marvin Bagley.
Yeah.
So that's why they're gonna take.
I think what they need to do is draft John Morant and keep Mike Conley
For a
until
year.
the trade deadline. No.
Yeah. Oh, and,
And
yeah. At least
let Conley at least teach
Mentor.
Morant some
Yeah.
things because John Morant does play a lot like Conley except explosive.
Yeah, he's way more explosive. Like, if it was Russ and Conley together, it's John Morant.
Yeah, but
Number 3,
They need-
who's the team?
Conley
Real
wants to
quick.
play for a contender.
Personally, I would love to see Mike Conley get traded on
Oh, yeah.
draft night because he in his whole career he's been such a great player, but he's never really won. I just love
They'll
to
trade him
see-
to a contender.
Rumors been
Exactly.
going around. Miami Heat's been in.
Yep, and
drafts.
the
I'd love to
Jazz,
see him go
Jazz
to a
are another
contender.
team.
Dude,
Jazz are a
him
team.
on the Jazz
I
would
would
be
take Conley.
perfect.
Right.
I wouldn't. be
Honestly,
mad.
okay. First of all, Ricky Rubio is just a downgraded Mike Conley. Honestly, he's
A
not the
hard
Yeah,
downgrade.
sure.
I understand that. So I'm saying Mike Conley on that team would
Match with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and Rudy Gobert. And you have Derek Favors at the 4 and Joe Ingles at the 3. Like that's a really great defensive
Jay
team.
Crowder is
And
great
Jay
off the
Crowder
bench.
off the bench.
Yeah, that's a great team. You're only losing defense at the guard
Number 3.
position, so-
Now this is controversial because I used to think that number 3 is easily RJ Barrett. I didn't even think that it was gonna like come close. But apparently the Knicks are really, and I quote, really intrigued by
Culver.
Jarrett Culver and Cam Reddish.
Oh, okay.
Other than Barrett. I still think they're going to take Barrett. But just the fact that he's like, they're thinking of taking other people over him
Yeah.
is crazy. Because,
I think they're gonna take Culver.
really,
Yeah.
they've talked about it.
I know Reddish had a good pro day.
Yeah,
Reddish
played
has been
awesome.
he's been impressing a lot.
Yeah. We're gonna do a top 5, right? Just the 5 picks.
Yep.
Yeah. Number 4, Lakers. If RJ's still there, they're taking.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But most likely he won't be because he's just.
Then they're
those,
taking Culver. He
those
is
top
one of
3
them.
picks are just set. I don't know.
I don't think they take Culver.
I've heard that they're looking at Darius Garland. He's a beast.
Garland.
He's a beast.
He is a beast, but they do need a big man.
What?
Is Garland not?
He's a point guard.
Oh, what's the dude? Who's the center? I can't think of his name.
Gafford.
Gafford and
He's-
Garland. I get them two
Okay,
mixed up.
but
So-
Darius Garland is literally Kyrie. He shot 51 from the field, 48 from
But
3.
did they really take him if Kyrie's come to LA?
Exactly, that's the thing. It
That,
depends
that's
on
a
the
toss
free
up in
agents.
this. Okay, having the draft before the free agency always puts a little bubble in the back of every GM's head. Like, do I pick this dude if I think I'm gonna
Well,
get
you
Kyrie?
see, what I've heard is
Kyrie wants
some
to go to the
people.
Nets.
Well, that would be amazing because I love Kyrie and I love D'Lo.
But
But
D'Lo at the 2, he's
But
6'5", you can play it.
Lonzo
For sure.
apparently has grown to 6'7", according to Skip Bayless. I don't know how that's true.
So
How
he's
true-
7'3".
If Skip Bayless said,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Skip
Skip
probably.
Bayless
Well,
said it. Skip.
But it's believable.
He's 7'5" now.
It's believable because he's 6'6".
Yeah.
He could probably grow an inch. But they could put him just guarding the 2 and be the floor general because Garland, the thing about him is he's a scoring point guard. He only averaged 2 assists. It's a lot like Sexton.
But if you have a passer like Lonzo on the court,
Exactly.
you don't need to worry about.
Lonzo's going to be the floor general or LeBron. Like,
But
that's
how I
why-
look at it if they draft Culver, because Culver's a good scorer, but he's also a great defender
Yeah.
at the
Oh yeah,
forward
at any
position.
position.
And if you
Any
look at it, they got
position,
LeBron, Kuzma, and Ingram.
Yeah.
None of them are great defenders.
Yeah.
I mean,
LeBron's
LeBron's
just a
solid.
late.
He's
when
just
he
a body.
tries.
He's
When he
just-
tries.
Yeah, when he plays, he's
Kuzma's
a
not a
body.
good defender though. Ingram's just long. He
Lakers
Ingram's
doesn't
length.
have the beef to.
He's just
Lonzo was it was Lonzo and Contavious Caldwell-Pope was the entire defense on that starting lineup. Like that's who.
Culver would be a good pick for them. He can guard 1
And then
through
they
3.
could play him at the 2 or move.
He can
LeBron
play
to
1
the
through
4.
3. He can play 1 through
Yeah.
3 too. He's a
So-
great passer.
What-
And but I think
We got,
Garland's
like,
gonna fall to
random people to
6.
the
I
random
think
list.
Garland's gonna fall to 6, and the Suns. That'd be great for the Suns. But anyways, 5th pick, Cavs. If Culver's still there, I want Culver
Yeah,
bad.
For sure.
But if he's not, I honestly think either.
I'd go for a pure
I'd get-
scorer.
I
I'd go
think
for-
DeAndre Hunter or Cam
I was about to
Reddish.
say Hunter,
Because
but
I
Hunter-
think Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish.
Reddish at the 2 would be.
He's
nice.
been looking really good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Y'all need it too.
He just played so bad. His
Well,
first
it's
year.
hard to play great whenever you have a Zion.
But also,
and-
he's known as a shooter, and he shot 31 from 3 and 35 from the field
Right.
in college.
We'll
It's a
fig-
tough
They'll
bet.
figure it out.
He's the biggest, like,
What if?
what if? Because nobody knows if he's actually going to live up to his potential, and nobody knows if he's going to play like he did at Duke.
Yeah.
But Hunter is the safest pick. He's a 3-and-D player. He completely clamped Culver
Yeah.
in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Completely clamped him. He shot like 1 for 14. Culver did.
Yeah. I don't remember. It was so
And
hard.
Hunter
And that was the main reason that Texas Tech won the championship.
Yeah.
Hunter scored 18 in the second half too. Like
Right.
he's a good player. I'd love to have either.
All right. Final thing. Do you think the Wizards should trade Bradley Beal for Lonzo Ball?
If you're the Lakers,
Do it in a heartbeat.
do it in a heartbeat because Beal's still 25. I know what Lonzo can be, and him being in a like big market team
It's
is
good
good.
for him, yeah.
It's good, but like there's
He's
so
not-
much
Yeah.
weight on his shoulders right now to be great.
So send him right across the street from the president. That's what you're saying. That's all
But
you need to do.
if
Send
you're the
him to
Wizards,
DC.
Lonzo just hasn't proved anything yet, and
Exactly.
he's still injury prone. They do want him, but honestly, everybody knows the Lakers are gonna have to give up something else, whether it be the 4th pick, whether it be Ingram or Kuzma.
If RJ Barrett is not there, I'd trade the 4th pick and Lonzo for him and a pick for Bradley Beal and a pick.
I don't think they would do it for Beal and a pick. I think they just do it for Beal and Satoransky maybe, because I mean the Lakers might
I'd
want
get
to.
Thomas Bryant over Satoransky.
Well, the Lakers might
Because
want a point guard in return.
They need a
Unless they
center.
want to start Braun at the 1. Well, and nowadays, like, small ball centers are becoming huge. And JaVale can play.
And Bradley Beal handled the ball a lot
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
without
true.
ball, so he could play.
I mean,
the one.
6.5
He
assists.
could
Right.
play the 1.
He's never been.
And
a
you already
one.
have
He
LeBron, who already averages like 7 or 8 assists.
Who,
Like, you're
who
fine.
basically brings the ball up every time.
Yeah.
I would love to see
It'd be
Beal
good.
on the Lakers because I really want Beal to be in the spotlight. He averaged 30. I just looked up the stats before. He averaged 31 points and 6.5 assists when Wall was injured. He's so underrated. Everybody. I honestly saw some people saying, "Oh, don't trade Lonzo for Beal." If you could do that, I'm doing that in a heartbeat. The way that he plays, he would work so well with LeBron.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna crack it. We're gonna end this episode here. Next episode, the start of the episode, I'm gonna get a punching glove, and he's gonna punch me in the face. Leave a like and comment down below if you want to keep Brody up on the squad, and he can run in a couple episodes here through the summer. Is that it? That's it. This is, my name's Adam.
My name's Zach.
I'm Steven.
I'm Brody.
This is Sports for Dorks. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.